Greetings, fellow travelers of the cosmos. Welcome to Know the Fact, where we embark on a journey to explore the wonders of our world. This time, delving into the fascinating realm of economics. Today, we unravel the mysteries behind two fundamental economic indicators, GDP and GNP. Imagine wanting to gauge the economic strength of a nation. How would you measure it? Just like using a telescope to observe distant galaxies, economists employ specific tools to understand the complex workings of economies. Two such tools are gross domestic product, GDP, and gross national product, GNP. These indicators provide valuable insights into a country's economic performance. Join me as we demystify these concepts, shedding light on their significance in our globalized world. Let's begin with GDP, often considered the pulse of a nation's economy. In essence, GDP represents the total value of all final goods and services produced within a country's borders during a specific period, typically a year. It encompasses everything from the cars manufactured in Detroit to the software developed in Silicon Valley. Think of GDP as a giant measuring stick, quantifying the overall economic activity within a country. A higher GDP generally indicates a stronger economy, characterized by increased production, consumption, and overall economic well-being. Now, how do economists calculate this crucial indicator? GDP is determined using a straightforward formula, GDP equals C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Let's break down this formula. Represents consumer spending, the largest component of GDP in most economies. It encompasses all expenditures by households on goods and services. Stands for investment, including business investments in equipment, structures, and inventory. Represents government spending on goods and services, such as defense, infrastructure, and education. Represents net exports, calculated as the difference between exports, X, and imports, M. By summing these components, economists arrive at a comprehensive measure of a country's economic output. Section 4. GDP in action, real-world applications. To grasp the significance of GDP, let's consider some real-world examples. A rapid increase in GDP often signals a booming economy, with businesses thriving and unemployment rates low. Conversely, a decline in GDP suggests an economic slowdown, potentially leading to job losses and reduced consumer spending. Imagine a country experiencing a surge in construction projects, indicating a rise in investment or I. Simultaneously, consumers are confident and spending more on goods and services, or C. These factors contribute to an increase in GDP, reflecting a healthy and expanding economy. Section 5. GNP, a global perspective on economic output. Now let's shift our focus to GNP, which provides a broader perspective on economic output. While GDP measures production within a country's borders, GNP considers the income earned by a country's residents and businesses, regardless of their location. In simpler terms, GNP encompasses the economic output produced by a nation's citizens and companies, even if they operate overseas. For instance, if an American company manufactures products in a foreign country, the value of those products contributes to the United States GNP but not its GDP. Section 6. The importance of understanding GDP and GNP. Understanding GDP and GNP is crucial for gaining economic insights. These indicators provide valuable information for policymakers, businesses, and investors, enabling them to make informed decisions. For example, governments use GDP data to track economic growth, identify areas for improvement, and formulate economic policies. Businesses rely on GDP and GNP figures to analyze market trends, assess investment opportunities, and make strategic decisions. Investors use these indicators to evaluate a country's economic performance and make investment choices. In conclusion, GDP and GNP are essential tools for understanding the complex world of economics. By measuring economic output, these indicators provide valuable insights into a nation's economic health and global standing. As we continue our exploration of the cosmos, let us remember that knowledge is power, and understanding these economic indicators empowers us to navigate the ever-evolving economic landscape.